Hey guys, how's it going? Justin Melson here with Happy Fox Productions, and today we're going to be looking at where I get the majority of my music for my vlogs and short films and just the content that you see on this channel. I know a lot of times, if you guys are like me, at least before I found Artlist, I was kind of struggling, like where do I get music? Because you don't want the same track playing in every single video, and then I'd be finding like free places like, I don't know, freemusic.com or wherever, and then it's like you'll find some cool stuff, but it's not completely what you want. So I found Artlist.com, and I just decided to do a quick review with this because this is like a consistent place that you can find music. And for me personally, the bang for your buck is really good because there's a lot of other music providing websites out there that you have to pay, obviously you have to pay for a license. And if you're paying like $30, $50 a license, that can add up for every single song you're doing. But for Artlist, you just have to pay $200 and you have basically everything. Which, I'm not trying to make this like a big promotional video, but I think it's pretty cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys what the goods and the bads are and how I use it in my workflow with my short film. So, for example, those of you guys who follow the channel, I was working on a short film called Angora Road that we just finished and we just got out of production. And so right here, I'm still working on this action sequence that's going to be in the film. And so, for example, obviously this is very rough into editing and there's no music or anything. And we have a composer doing the score for the film. But while I'm editing, sometimes I like to have some temp music. So right now, this is what it sounds like without any music or any sound effects. And so it's a very intense scene. There's a bunch of grenades and bombs going off and just things going crazy. But, it could definitely use some music. And for the composer to do music, it's going to take him months because a scene like this, and for myself as a director, I'm very involved in the process. So I definitely want some temp music. So I can go to artlist.com and be like, all right, what kind of genre am I looking for? It's like, well, it's definitely not blues and soul, but they have a huge variety that you can choose from. So you can go to cinematic. And you know what? Let's say if we're not even going to look for action, let's look for like some Philip Bloom. Those of you guys who follow Philip Bloom, you all know the kind of music he uses. Find some dramatic, serious, sad. Yeah, that's about it. And look, you get something called Life, which already sounds pretty intense. So let's see what that sounds like. And so I could already tell right off the bat, that's a really, really beautiful soundtrack. Obviously, I wouldn't use that for an action sequence, but that's definitely something that I would download and show it to my composer and be like, hey, man, I'm kind of like the way this sounds. So the way that works, so let's say if you guys signed up and you did purchase it for $200, you would just essentially add it to your cart and then just be like, well, I'm not signed in. But it would go down here and be like, boom, in your cart. And then the cool thing is you would just go, it'll just send an email. You just go to your email and there it is right there. You just download the MP3 or the .wav. Obviously the .wav is the uncompressed, really high quality version. It's probably like 60 or 70 megabytes. And then the MP3 is like, a little baby MP3, like 2 megabytes. You can just download that really quick. And then you just download it and it's all good to go. And you have unlimited access to their entire library, which is really cool because, again, for me, it's all about consistency because nobody, at least for me, whenever I'm doing corporate work or client work or even for YouTube, it's like you don't really want to spend 2 to 3 hours looking for places to get free music. And again, I'm not saying this is free. This is definitely an investment. It's like, think about it in January. You're like, dang, I got to drop $200 on this Artlist website. But then you're going to have everything on the website for a very long time as opposed to having to drop $20 to $30 per song on other websites. So for me, I think it's a really good deal, really good bang for your buck. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not being paid to say this. I just think it's pretty cool. But again, like you said, for corporate work, client work, whatever, just go here, like, okay, I like this, like this. You could download like 20 or 30 at a time. They'll just send you a big old email full of stuff. You just download it, go inside Premiere or Avid if you're that cool, or Final Cut if you're that far back, and you just put it in your editing software, and you just go for it and just kind of see how it looks, or I'm sorry, how it sounds. If it sounds good, then boom, you're good. But I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, there's not really too much to say. I just get a lot of questions about, where do you get your music, Justin? And I'm like, I don't even know where I get my music. I get it everywhere. But now I can say I get it from artlist.com. Just a quick video for you guys to see where I get my music from. Anyways, my name's Justin Melson with Happy Fox Productions. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.